Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Huh. Welcome. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Just amazing things. A show just jam-packed full of stuff.
Too much.
To tell you about today. Just too much. We won't get to it all. But had another school shooting, sadly, about 40 miles north of Detroit in Oxford, Michigan. 3 were killed. 14-year-old, a boy and 2 girls. 14 and 17. Classmate, one of their classmates opened fire. Nobody knows why. Just a chilling video that some students took when they were in a classroom. They were locked in a classroom because obviously there was an active shooter on campus. And we actually have the video from inside that classroom as the shooter, this kid, is
knocking on
the door, telling him he's the sheriff's office, trying to lure them out so he can shoot them too. Watch this.
It's a terrifying video.
Maybe it's not ready yet.
Still being digested.
Is it not ready?
Okay. It was a late ad. So.
All right. So
2 seconds, he says. Hang on.
2 seconds. 1, 2. Okay, here it is. Oh, it literally was.
So these are the kids hunkered down.
Listen to this now. You're going to hear the voice from outside the door.
Sheriff's office! Yeah, we're here.
Now look at the kids getting up ready to go. They're free. They're safe. Now this kid at the door, I don't know if it's a kid or a teacher. I think it's a kid.
I think it is
a hero. Listen. The kid on this side of the door is a hero, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sheriff's office. Safe to come out.
Safe to come out.
Yeah, he said it's safe to come out.
Now, we're not willing to take that risk right now.
Pause it for a second. So the kid, I think that's a kid too.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Tells him, "No, we're
not willing to.
We're not willing to take that chance right now. Take that risk right now."
Excellent move.
Brilliant. All right, and then the response from the other side of the door.
We're not taking that risk right now. Okay, well, come to the door. Look at my bag, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Come to the door. Look at my badge,
bro.
And the kids.
As soon as
like,
he says "bro," the kid says "red flag."
Yeah. And all these kids.
And everybody gets up and decides to go the other way. So they go out the window.
Oh my!
Into this courtyard, across the courtyard, into another door, and they're safe.
That kid that answered the door.
Heroic, incredible, brilliant.
Saved. Those kids were sitting ducks. Otherwise, he opens that door.
Wow!
Good grief!
My gosh, that is chilling. To think what could have happened had they said, "Yeah, okay, it's the sheriff's department. We can go," and open that door.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
it's frightening.
How many of the kids in that? Because you saw the kids reacted.
Yeah.
In mass, they were like, "Oh, great! Thank God that was the kid that went to the door."
Yep.
And I'm not trying to minimize anything here, but it just amazes me how so many kids in that video were still wearing their masks. They are literally in a life and death situation. I'm sorry. That is whatever. Just an ancillary thing there that I noticed. But that kid that went to the door, what a hero. And I hope we do find out who that is.
Yeah, me too. Love to talk to him if he would, because what was it that prompted him to take that precaution and just speak for the whole class like that, and just tell the person, "No, yeah, we're not willing to take that chance right now. Sorry, not going to do it."
And he was the only one that got up and went toward the door.
Right
when there was knocking.
Yep.
I mean that.
And then the kid tells him to look at his badge, bro, and then they just instinctively know that's likely not a sheriff's department officer.
Yeah, the shooter's dad bought a 9mm on Friday. We know this, and we also know that this kid, the shooter, is not talking to police at all. So we have, like you said, no idea what the reasoning was.
What the motive was.
Yeah.
Jeez. So the dad of the shooter bought the 9mm gun just Friday.
Yeah.
And yesterday he used it. Jeez. Really chilling, really horrible. But fortunately, that could have been so much worse.
Yeah.
And those kids were just smarter, fortunately, than the gunman was. And took the precaution, and it saved their lives. Really amazing. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. And of course, I'm sure that's going to kick into calls for common sense gun reform. Of course, we don't want to take your guns from you. Nothing could be further from that. We love the Second Amendment. We love this. We're just talking about common sense gun reform here. That's all we're talking about. Just like we're just talking about the common sense to just get vaccinated. Just do it. Why won't you do it?
LeBron got vaccinated, right?
Yeah, LeBron's vaccinated.
And how'd that work out
And
for
he
him?
has COVID-19.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So, yeah. LeBron with COVID-19.
Probably crying about it.
Probably. Yeah, he probably is. That game the other night when he had the fans thrown out. What a whiner.
You know, if they said something like the N-word, we would know. You know, if it was that bad,
That's all he'd be harping on.
We would know exactly what that couple said.
Yes.
In case you missed it, the Indiana Pacers game, there's a couple, a guy and a girl sitting courtside, and LeBron called the ref over and said, throw them out, and then security came and escorted them out. And we don't know what they said.
So I guess players can have anybody thrown out they want.
Isn't that
thrown
neat?
out? Yeah, that's great. That's great. They probably paid, who knows?
Yeah.
$1,500 per ticket for that? To be courtside?
Talk about thin skin, man.
Yeah,
that guy's got it.
He's pathetic. So anyway, he got that. And then the few days before that, he bashed a player, just swung his fist around.
His elbow.
And smashed him in the face with it. Oh, completely by accident. I didn't know he was back there. Huh. That's really weird. Really? You caught part of my elbow in your eye? Huh.
Yeah, it was so obvious that it was intentional.
Oh, it was so obvious. So, just the hypocrisy and the whining from that guy, just amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Now, if that was like the head of China sitting courtside, he would have gone over and shined his shoes.
Yes.
As opposed to getting them escorted
Yes, he would have.
for being
China can do no wrong. I don't know if you're aware of that, but they can't do anything wrong. For the NBA, at least. Because they want that market. So China can do whatever they please. And it's not going to piss anybody off in the NBA, except for Enes Kanter Freedom.
Oh, yes.
Except for him.
I love him. I love how he calls out LeBron, too, with that stuff on China.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does.
He's now an American citizen.
It's great. That's really cool. Which is why he changed his name to Freedom, I guess.
Yep.
Enes Kanter Freedom. That's really cool, because usually we're so beaten down by the anti-Americanism coming from people, and the love of China, and they don't do anything wrong in China. Well, in China, they make quick decisions, and they get things done, at least. At least in China, they get things done. Oh, okay. Yeah, they do.
Oh, look, there's Enes Kanter Freedom getting sworn in as a proud American.
Without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion. So help me God.
So help me God.
All right, congratulations. You're now a citizen of the United States.
So much.
Somebody that loves this country
Yeah.
is now an American.
That's really awesome.
Look at this, and he accentuates freedom.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Love it.
Photograph too?
Mm-hmm.
Boston Celtics.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, really fun.
U.S. citizen established 2021 on his shirt. Love it.
While everybody else is bad-mouthing and, extolling all of the things that are difficult in this country, all of the problems we have, instead of accentuating the positive, he's accentuating the positive. It's really great.
Yeah.
A federal judge issued a preliminary injunction yesterday to halt the start of President Biden's national vaccine mandate for healthcare workers.
Oh, good.
That was going to be in force next week. The injunction effectively expanded a separate order issued on Monday by a federal court in Missouri. The earlier one had only applied to 10 states that joined in a lawsuit against the president's decision to require all healthcare workers in hospitals and nursing homes to get at least their first shot by December 6th and be fully vaccinated by January 4th. No question that mandating a vaccine to 10.3 million healthcare workers is something that should be done by Congress, not a government agency. According to Judge Doughty, U.S. District Court for the Western District of Louisiana, it is not clear that even an act of Congress mandating a vaccine would be constitutional. Right. That would be my point. The judge, who was nominated by the court by former President Donald J. Trump, also wrote that the plaintiffs had an interest in protecting its citizens from being required to submit to vaccines and to prevent the loss of jobs and tax revenue that may result from the mandate.
So that's a
How about that?
Trump appointee. I'm telling you, man, that 4 years that the elites didn't see coming, the Trump presidency has
Made
really
a difference.
bought us some time.
Yeah. Yes, it did. Just the judicial appointments have saved this country.
And credit to those that were pushing Trump when a lot of them, that was their battle cry.
Right.
Judicial appointments,
Yep.
judges. And remember that quote from Mitch McConnell, who said there's never been a time that he's been in the Senate, and it's been a while, where he remembers all federal judicial posts had been filled. There were no vacancies. It's like, I've never seen this.
Wow.
And a lot of that, because I remember when Trump started, there were several hundred.
Mm-hmm.
So
He filled them.
So now we're reaping the benefits of that on some of these battles.
Yeah. Thank goodness he felt strongly about that and understood the ramifications of that. That was huge for this country. Meanwhile, Nancy Mace went on Fox and promoted natural immunity, and then went on CNN and promoted vaccination and masks.
Oh, come on.
In some studies that I have read, natural immunity gives you 27 times more protection against future COVID infection than a vaccination. And so we need to take all of the science into account and not selectively choosing what science to follow when we are making policy decisions.
I've been a proponent of vaccinations and wearing masks when we need to. When we had the Delta variant raging in South Carolina, I wrote an op-ed to my community, and I've worked with our State Department of Health. I've run ads encouraging my district to go and get vaccinated. And when we have these variants and we have these spikes, to take every precaution from washing our hands to wearing the N95 or KN95 masks more than the medical mask. There is a statistically significant number of people that are protected from COVID when they wear those masks. And I just returned from the Indo-Pacific region.
Go away, Nancy.
That's amazing. That is amazing. At least she knows who the audience is, right?
Yeah, yeah.
At least she knows the audience.
That dichotomy there, that had me flashing back to the 92 campaign. I remember this one specific day where Bill Clinton was giving a speech at like an old folks home, and he was like warning like about the young whippersnapper generation, right? Mm-hmm. And then I flipped over. Yes, I was a nerd. Do the math. I was 16 watching the national news. And then I flipped over to another national news, and he's talking to young people about how the old people are going to take their, retirement, whatever it was. I don't know. But it was the exact same thing that Nancy Mace just did there with vaccines and masks and natural immunity. Just politicians. You got to...
Yeah, gotta love it.
They know their audience, but they've got to understand that there is the possibility that we could see you at two different places.
And this is a fun tweet from Representative Eric Swalwell, the guy who slept with Fang Fang or Fing Fing. I think it was Fang Fang.
Yeah, Fang Fang.
The Chinese spy, but only for 2 years. He only slept with her for 2 years. So how many secrets could you divulge during your pillow talk in a 2-year time period? Not that. Well, yeah, quite a few.
And he's still on the Intel committee, I'd like to point out.
Right. He's still in Congress, I'd also like to point out.
Right.
Which he shouldn't be. He tweeted, "We can't take COVID chances. Going into the winter and with new variants forming, all travelers should be required to show proof of vaccination." All Travelers.
Wait, I love his cute little hashtag. It's so catchy, Pat. What is his hashtag?
No shot, no spot. No shot, no spot. I guess a spot on a plane is what he's talking about.
Isn't that?
It's catchy.
You like it?
Really, yeah, it rhymes.
Oh, that's coming. Oh, that's definitely coming.
Man.
Yep.
It better not come before January or February. I think it's late January. We're going on vacation.
You got your dates?
It'll be my first flight, I think, since COVID. So
you want to tell us where you're going, or you want to tell us after?
No, I'm going to Orlando.
All right.
Yeah, going to Disney, Universal, hang out. Mm-hmm.
That's going to be fun. You going to Harry Potter World?
I am.
Because I know.
Yes, I am.
This is one of these. This is a Pat fun fact that doesn't come up often enough. This man is a Harry Potter fan.
Well, I love Harry Potter.
I mean, this is one of those things that I just would not expect of you.
Really?
Have you read all the books?
Yeah. All 8. Well, there's 7. 8 movies. 7 books.
This is literally like talking to my kids right here. Yeah, no, actually, there's 7. Yeah, exactly. So, did the movies do him justice?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I do think so.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's some things that were left out of the movie, but you can't. I mean, they're big books. You can't do everything.
Right.
So I thought they did a good job.
Now, did you force your kids? Like, Carrie wouldn't let our kids out of the house into the world until they've read all the books. Was that a prerequisite for you and your kids as well?
They didn't have to be forced.
Okay.
They loved it.
And same here. Same
yeah,
here.
they loved it. So
okay, wow. Who's your favorite Harry Potter character?
Harry Potter, probably.
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
You know that one movie where they go into the cave and that big spider is?
Yeah.
That's when I stopped watching the movies.
You stopped watching it?
Yeah.
Oh, because you're.
I don't like spiders.
Yeah.
I just.
Arachnophobia.
Oh, definitely. Big time.
And those were big spiders too.
Yeah.
And a lot of them.
Like to this day, and please don't give this away because there might be people who haven't finished all the books. I know it's been 20 years, right? But I still don't know how it all ends. Like, because I haven't read the books,
and you haven't.
I've just watched like 3.5 movies. So.
You've never seen the last movies? Oh wow!
I'm waiting until my youngest
gets
done with all of them, and then I'll probably go and watch all the movies.
Yeah, you should.
Probably like over a whole weekend. I'll just sit down and watch them all. Because remember how that's how we used to do 24. Remember, you'd go to the Hollywood Video or the Blockbuster and just rent a whole season. You just sit there all weekend.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
Some people did it that way. I happened to watch them as they occurred.
Oh, yeah. No, me and Glenn had to catch up with you. Because I remember you got both of us hooked about the same time.
Yep. But there was that issue at the end where they got politically correct. And then nothing was Islamic terrorism anymore. It was all done by Serbians and the French.
Yeah. You know, the first time...
Those damn French terrorists. If I have to be blown up again by a French terrorist, I'm going to be pissed.
We would have the last word. You know, when they went off the rails, the first time 24 went off the rails, they used my hometown of Marietta, Georgia. There's like a Fox News video clip, and it says Marietta, Georgia, and it's like Muslims getting beaten or something. I don't know. I was like, oh, here we go.
And then at the end of every episode, we want to remind you that Muslims are really great people. It's the white people that really suck.
That's really...
Americans are terrible, and white people are terrible, but Muslims are all wonderful.
I mean, political correctness, take it back to Bill Clinton. I mean, that's when it really started with Bill Clinton. But when it started to get out of hand was I think around the time 24 started doing disclaimers at the end of a fake show.
Yes, so ridiculous.
Oh.
Hey, we're adult human beings. Okay, we know how to deal with your fictional story here. We understand. And I'm not going to go out and beat Muslims because I saw a Muslim on your show.
Right.
Okay.
And what happened when they did that? The show went woke.
Yeah.
And lost its mojo.
Yeah, it did.
And what is the quote by President Trump? Everything woke turns to. He's right. Everything woke turns to crap.
Yeah.
It just does.
Yeah.
There's no saving it.
That's right. All right, let me tell you about Keeps. When you start to be really disturbed, and it's the first thing you see in the mirror every day, every morning, is your receding hairline or your bald spot, and you just start to obsess about it, then it's maybe time to try Keeps. Go to Keeps. They have more 5-star reviews than any of their competitors.
And they should.
And they're great.
It's awesome.
And they actually helped Keith regrow hair, which is an added bonus. Not only did it stop the balding process, it started regrowing hair.
I don't even know what to do here.
Ah, look at that, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I mean, you could definitely tell.
Yeah. And you asked me, what made you want to do this? And yesterday when it was put on the spot, I was just like, I don't know, just something to do. You know what it was? I think it was the fact that we were advertising a product that was right in my wheelhouse, that if any product that we advertise I should try is that. And I thought, wow, what better way to tell the audience, and if it doesn't work, then I'll keep my mouth shut. I won't tell anybody that I used it, and we'll move on. Because I didn't tell you until a couple weeks ago, right before a show where I saw we had a Keeps advertisement. So I can attest that it absolutely worked for me.
Really awesome.
I'm telling you, give it a shot. I mean, it's not going to hurt to at least try it.
Plus, once you join up, you can message your Keeps doctor 24/7. You can track your progress. If you have any questions, they'll answer them for you at any time of the day or night. And track your progress with Keeps Progress Tracking Tool. To get you started, here's a special discount. Go to keeps.com/Pat. Get 50% off your first order of hair loss treatment. Keeps.com/Pat for 50% off.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Oh, that's where I come in. CNBC's Jim Cramer.
Oh, God.
This is amazing. I mean, Cramer, I go back and forth with him. Sometimes he seems, reasonable, commonsensical. Other times he's out of his head.
Yeah, you think
this is one of those.
Yeah, you think of people in your own life that you thought 2 years ago were normal, good people, smart, intelligent, right? And then some of them are now part of the vax cult.
He seems to be.
Sure does.
Check out his suggestion now.
Lord knows what happened if you didn't partake. But back then, anyone who refused to get vaccinated would get ratted out immediately because we knew that person could hurt other people. The commonweal was a commonweal.
What?
Now we're engaged in a similar struggle with COVID.
Drinking?
Eisenhower would be aghast.
Okay.
We have immunocompromised people who are incubators for every variant to come, walking around lawfully unvaccinated? That's psychotic. We have companies that have tried hard to get people vaccinated and now backing down. We have governors who want to be president by grandstanding on a foolish states' right issue, the right to get sick, get other people sick. So it's time to admit that we have to go to war against COVID. Require vaccination universally. Have the military run it. If you don't want to get vaccinated, you better be ready to prove your conscientious objector status in court. And even then, you need to help in the war effort by staying home until we finally beat this thing.
Wow. Nice little fascist there, Jim. Thank you. Appreciate that. Benito. How many times have we come into the Benito Mussolinis lately?
Jeez. Don't go looking around, Benito.
Fascist.
Don't go looking around, Benito.
Thank you.
Come on.
These people are sick.
I
think
that's nuts.
The risk to our society is greater from people with that mindset than people walking around unvaccinated by a millionfold. That's a
frightening.
Scary mindset.
And the way they dismiss states' rights and people's rights and individual freedom, the freedom to make other people sick. No, it's not the freedom to make other people. I'm not making anybody sick. I don't have it. And I'm not vaccinated. I don't have it. I've never had it. I continue not to have it. I've been exposed to it. I don't know how many times. I might have some kind of immunity they don't even know about.
And it's none of their business.
And
Jim, if you're that terrified, you have the right to stay home.
You're right.
I can't.
That's right. It's unbelievable. That's no question.
This will not be on YouTube later, I can assure you.
Yeah, that's why you need to download it on, some other format.
Get the Blaze app.
The Blaze app. Spotify, iTunes, somewhere.
I've heard, a little birdie tells me, that if you go to Rumble and you look for Pat Gray Unleashed,
you
can find the show.
Oh. Okay.
without the edits.
Really?
Little birdie told me that.
A little birdie told you that? What was the birdie's name? Is it supposed to be a secret?
I don't know.
All
I don't
right.
know. I'm just saying that, like, if you suspect that see, a good way to tell is if you go to YouTube and you see that the show is ridiculously short in length compared to the previous day.
3 minutes.
Well, yeah.
The entire show.
Then you can know we talked about the vaccine a lot, and let's go to rumble.com. Or you should just subscribe and support the show. And right now, I think it's $25 off. I saw $25 off a subscription.
To
the Blaze. If you sign up for a year or something like that, I'm pretty sure I saw that.
Enter the promo code PAT20.
Yeah.
Promo code PAT20.
Well, is it PAT20 or is
it PAT25?
Now it might be 25.
Try it. Try 25. Did you see that Chris Cuomo got suspended indefinitely? He's almost certainly done.
He was doing show prep, Pat.
He's almost, show prep. Yeah. He's digging up dirt on everybody who accused his brother.
Show prep.
Wow, that is stunning.
Those two brothers are snakes.
No kidding. No kidding. It was mentioned once on CNN. We'll share that with you later on.
Pat Gray.
Think they'll ever build a road between Keith's house and Pat's house?
Yeah, probably. No.
Please,
no. I guess not.
It's Pat Gray Unleashed on the Blaze.
It's not nice, though.
Seems fairly adamant about it. It's
don't
not
care
going to
for that.
happen. So,
Yeah.
Darn it.
You know his dream, but he seemed to squash our dreams right there, didn't he?
Did. Maybe with the Build Back Better bill.
Maybe.
No. They took that out. That's the one thing that they took out.
It's out of the bill. Shoot.
Darn it.
Darn it. Yeah, they had to get it under $3 trillion, and so they took that out.
What can you do?
Nothing. You can't do a thing about it. Got some tweets here. Hippie Patriot tweets. I should feel encouraged that CNN fired Chris. Well, they didn't exactly.
No, they did not.
I think they will. I think he'll never come back again. But he's just suspended indefinitely right now. That usually means you'll never see him again.
Bye-bye.
But something tells me that they're just trying to hide bigger issues with their Marxist organization. Rowdy Introvert tweets, in unrelated news, Congresswoman Nancy Mace will be portraying the character Two-Face in an upcoming Batman movie.
That's good.
Should be really good at that. Decaffeinated Texan, natural immunity stopped existing with COVID. So saith Saint Dr. Anthony. I think it's Dr. Saint.
Dr. Saint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Saint Anthony Fauci. May his name be praised.
Good.
Jeffy's bionic man unit. Oh, wow.
Whoa, no.
I don't know that he has a... I mean, that was some other guy. That was some other guy that had a bionic man unit, right? The guy who got bitten by the cobra.
By the cobra, yeah.
Can you imagine?
I can imagine.
Man unit rotting off. Ouch. Ew, yeah.
Yeah, big time ouch, man.
I wonder if you have to practice talking out of both sides of your mouth, or do you just receive that ability when you get elected to public office? Good question. It's a good question. I don't know, but we do have a new Christmas theme for Chewing the Fat.
Oh, right.
With Jeffy. So it's actually nice.
That is good. That's not bad, actually.
No, it's better than the 2001 Space Odyssey theme.
Sure is.
I don't know about that.
I mean, that's.
What do you mean?
Listen to this.
That's the talented kid.
Okay, but still, it's.
Wait a minute.
Seriously?
What's the director doing? Come on. Why is he doing his hands? It's over, man.
What are you people clapping for? You're giving him a standing ovation for that noise?
Then it's over.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, you need a
You don't praise that kind of behavior.
Sure you do. Your kids.
It's unbelievable. Those same kids are going to be showing up on America's Got Talent thinking they're fantastic.
And some of them might be.
No, they're not.
After
we
that,
just heard them.
No, Jeffy, no. There was no parent that should have been clapping.
For every success, there's just dozens of fails. And That
right.
was just a fan.
Wow,
Wow,
that's really
that's
beautiful.
Jeffy's bastardization of a Thomas Edison quote.
Yeah, powerful words to live by.
24 days. It's Christmas.
By the
It's
way, here's
24
chewing
days.
the fat with Jeffy.
Oh, yeah.
24 days, shopping days left until Christmas. Yay.
It's only all right. It's December 1st.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my gosh.
Yay.
You wouldn't know it by the fact it's going to get up to upper 70s
85
today.
or 90
it was
today.
Nice out yesterday.
I hate it.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, me
yes.
too, man.
Stop with this gorgeous weather. It's December.
Save this for April.
Stop.
I hope you find Santa Claus when you need one, because according to HireSanta.com, there's a 121% increase in demand for Santas, and there's 10% fewer working Santas since during the pandemic.
Santa's
according
helpers.
to
I wouldn't want to be a Santa right now.
well, some Santas have died of COVID, and some are
crap.
taking a little time off.
Now, these, of course, are Santa's helpers.
Yeah. You
Santa
gotta
himself can't
clarify
die
this.
from
Come
it.
on now.
Santa himself doesn't get COVID. He's immune.
As long as we're on Christmas, this has got to be a thorn in the side of this administration. Christmas trees in the state dining room are decorated with snapshots of U.S. presidents and their families. And, of course, one is Donald and Melania hanging on a Christmas tree.
No.
I know. That's a photo.
They actually put it up?
From November 29th, 2021. So it's at the end.
Wow.
Biden says, he knows he's on his way out. So I mean that's the one that they put. That's the one that they put up.
Shut up! What a douche!
I'm sure, and I don't know that. I don't know if who holds the angel tippy top. Probably Barack. I'm not sure about that. You mentioned the other day about ASU, Arizona State University, not wanting Kyle Rittenhouse enrolled at the university, even if it was online. Well, according to the university officials, Rittenhouse no longer taking any classes. He's not gone through the ASU admissions process. He's not currently enrolled in any classes at ASU. He claims in an interview with Ashley Banfield that he took a compassionate withdrawal from 2 ASU classes due to being overwhelmed with his trial.
Oh, so it was his choice, not theirs.
He said he plans to re-enroll.
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Oh, wow.
So we'll see about that, though.
The way this came out was in the trial. He had said that he was a student there, and that's where the crazy socialist club of ASU glommed on and said, let's get him out. But hopefully I hope he does go back.
The Arizona State have branded him a racist killer. Students for socialism at ASU.
For socialism?
Students for socialism, yes. Students for socialism at ASU.
Is there social socialism?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
My gosh,
right.
Don't you listen to more on trivia?
I do.
Okay.
You're right.
That's a good response.
We'll see. And remember, this is the same university, though, that had the 2 female students with multicultural space.
That's right.
You have a better. You're offensive. Police lives matter?
Yeah.
That's offensive.
We're just trying to do school.
What?
You guys have the same sticker of the other.
But this is our space.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah. And this went.
Kicked out. Can't do school. You just said we have to leave.
No, I
Dude,
said,
nobody wears
you're
short
making
shorts
this
like
space
that anymore.
That's true. That's what I'm hung up on.
But you're right. Do you understand what a multicultural space? It means you're not being centered.
White's not a culture?
Yeah, you're
No,
not
it's
being
not
centered.
a culture.
And this went on and on and on.
Whites
But,
are not a culture. We don't have a culture.
Making ASU proud, right there.
That's great. Yeah.
So wait a minute. Are they not doing exactly what they say white people did to Native Americans?
Yes.
Just kicking them out. This is our space.
Yeah.
But it's cool now.
It's cool now. It's
Yeah,
cool because
so-
it's the other way around.
Not centered.
I may have been won over on some illegal immigration. A man arrived to Miami in the landing gear of a plane from Guatemala. The flight was about 2.5 hours. That's fine. Here he goes. He's out of there.
Look at this.
They say he was unharmed.
Wait, he was in the wheel well?
Yes.
He's in the landing gear.
He survived that?
Yes.
Did they not get to 30,000 feet? How did he not freeze to death?
I don't know.
And
they show where they don't know where he stayed.
I mean, that's a
Where
long
was
enough
he?
flight that they got up into the up into the upper reaches of the
So
atmosphere.
I mean, and there was, maybe you get frostbite if you don't. Worst case scenario. I mean,
Holy
other than
cow!
death. I know.
Have
So
you
I
know,
say
when
we
you-
let him in.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah,
we let him in.
I'm with you. This is your reward. Kudos, man.
Yeah, that's incredible.
You survived. You know what? You're in.
You got it.
Yeah,
and they've already started the deportation process on him, haven't they? I think they have.
I think they have. Yeah. But I say we let
the guy stay.
That's right.
Come on, he survived a wheel well.
He wanted to get out of Guatemala
an
and come to the United States that bad.
Yeah, jeez.
And survived. You're in. We're good.
I think so too.
Yes. Do not come.
I think so too.
Do not come.
Do not come.
Too late.
Don't do.
Come on.
Don't do any
seriously.
farther than
It's 30, 40, 50 below zero up there. That's
a little cold.
Cold.
Yeah, a little cold.
And so it's I don't know how 2-hour flight. Maybe?
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. That's amazing.
I know.
That's amazing.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
So okay. So do you know this person? I don't have a picture, so you'll know him in a second. I have a video.
It's a game, huh?
And you'll know him if you know him.
I like this.
You can quote me on that.
Okay.
You'll know him if you know him. Police are on the lookout for the porta-potty bomber in Southlake, Texas.
Oh, wow.
The video was taken November 18th, about 7:45 a.m. or p.m. And you see him running across.
Yeah.
And he runs into the porta-potty.
Okay.
And does whatever he's going to do.
Okay.
They claim it's some sort of fireworks.
Maybe he's just got eat a bad burrito.
And then
no.
He comes running back out. Here we go.
And
God.
Oh wow.
And off he goes.
Wait,
he's out.
That's some
And he's
weirdness.
out.
That's really weird.
Police in Southlake are now looking for an arsonist.
Where in Southlake is that? Is that the town center?
No.
Where was that?
Where's a porta potty?
I didn't think they had porta potties in Southlake.
That's
not allowed, man. You got to build a structure if you want to go to the bathroom in Southlake.
That's at a construction site, though. You saw the trailer there.
Yeah, they usually have to build a structure.
I know. Times are tough.
Wow.
Inflation.
Maybe he's upset.
So
maybe it's
not in my town.
They claim the fire damaged the building.
Ooh,
okay, a little bit. The trailer, I didn't see any damage to that trailer. I'm sorry. And they say the porta potty cost $5,000.
Wow.
$5,000 for a porta potty?
Come on now.
You paid too much.
Well, it's a Southlake porta potty.
You paid too much. Yeah, that's.
How much is it? A little bit more. There.
How much do they pay for the job of cleaning those? Because I saw a guy cleaning one the other day, and I thought,
what a terrible job.
How much do they pay?
The truck, the park,
not enough.
The park that we pass by every morning coming into the Blaze Studios has a couple of porta potties out there, and that guy is out there cleaning them. Usually in the morning when I come by, and every time I drive by and I see him out there, I'm like,
oh my gosh,
what a terrible job.
Do you want to hear the range of pay for that job? Mm-hmm. Between $23,000 and $42,000.
Oh my gosh, no.
Top earner, $42,000.
I wouldn't do it for $500,000.
Right?
I would do it for $500,000.
I wouldn't.
Oh, no problem. Kick it over.
$10 million. If you give me $10 million.
Kick it over and drive away.
$10 million a year. $10 million a year.
I think my price is closer to yours than Jeffy's. Yeah, that's gross, man. Ugh.
But they're on the lookout for him, and the Southlake Police Department said, we don't want to hear about kids being kids, or you used to do much worse when you were young. This is a serious crime, a felony. And they give a number to call. I don't have it right now, but
too bad.
If you know the person,
because I think I recognize.
Don't turn them in. I mean, turn them in. Yeah, no, turn them in. Yeah, because it's a crime.
White pickup truck.
Yeah, I know. They have the picture up close. It drove around a couple of times and then parked outside of the camera space, and then he ran across. I mean,
I got news for you. There are a lot of white pickup trucks around here. In fact, there's a dealership way out near where I live. Then
nothing but white pickup
exactly. Every vehicle on the lot is a white pickup truck.
There's one used car lot by my house that whenever it starts getting low, he gets a new shipment, and it is rode up with trucks, man. The new shipment is there. It's more trucks.
All white pickups,
amazing.
Right?
Yes. Darn near all white. Hey, reminder to subscribe to my podcast, my daily show, Chewing the Fat, available wherever you get your podcasts. Chewing the Fat with yours truly, Jeff Fisher. Okay, sure, we need to worry about murder hornets. I'm sorry, the Asian giant hornet. Well, now we have the vulture bees to worry about. Bee species in Costa Rica have a taste for flesh.
Vulture?
They've evolved an extra tooth for biting meat and a gut that more closely resembles one found in actual vultures.
Oh,
so, they do produce a honey-like substance, which is not derived from nectar, obviously, but rather from protein-rich secretions of the bees.
Oh,
Tell me you don't want some of that honey.
Oh, no.
That's what I thought you can.
They can't.
Okay, so
they can't bite into humans, though, can they?
They have a tooth.
for now, they are considered stingless bees. Okay, and let me know. I'll let you know when that changes. We may need a little help because, I mean,
and they're in Costa Rica right now.
They're not biting into humans
yet.
And we keep talking about the declines in the honeybee population and health. Climate change. Wait till we find out the meat-eating vulture bees have been eating the honeybees. Then come and talk to me about the climate change, will you? That's definitely could be happening.
That's something else.
All right? We got to talk some college football. I mean, there's so much going on in college football these days.
Nope, season's over. Last
weekend was an amazing weekend of college football. No question. Some great games. We have the new power rankings out for the playoffs. Your BYU Cougars, I think, are 12th, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So they could still bump up one or two.
Now they could
depending on what
officially
happens.
get in.
I'd like to say that it's embarrassing that Oregon is in front of BYU. Embarrassing.
They got their ass kicked by Utah, who we beat.
They're 10-2, same as BYU.
So not just the anus, like the entirety of the ass was kicked by BYU.
Yes, they did.
Nice job.
Yeah. But we got to talk about what's going on with the coaches in college football. I mean, the money is unbelievable, right? Mel Tucker, Michigan State, just signed a deal. $95 million, 10 years.
Oh yeah, 95
not bad.
million. That's
not bad.
Bad at all.
And he's not emptying porta potties. I'll tell you that.
That's for sure.
No kidding. And so, and Harbaugh from Michigan, who saved his job and career at the University
by beating
of Michigan
Ohio State over the weekend.
Home. And they were pissed that he was going to make big bonuses. He's making $500,000 for winning the Big Ten. He gets $1 million if he wins the championship. He gets another $500,000 if they make it to the football playoff. And they were saying, well, all these people at the university took pay cuts during COVID, and so what? He gets all these bonuses. You know what? I'll give you the money. I'll give you the money to all the people that got pay cuts at the university.
Wow.
I don't need it.
That's cool. Pretty awesome.
That is pretty.
That's a good move. That's a really good PR move.
Yes, it is.
Just solidified him at the university for another couple of years.
Okay, so we have, what's his face? Lincoln Riley going to USC from OU, right? And they thought that was such a big deal, and they had made big press about it. No, not so fast.
Remember how
Brian
adamant
Kelly.
he was when they asked him about
he wasn't going to
job?
LSU.
Yeah. I'm not going to. I'm committed to OU.
5 minutes
he never said he was committed to OU.
Yeah, you did.
I don't think so. I think he said, I'm not
did.
going to LSU.
Well,
I don't know that he was committed.
We got to revisit that.
Okay.
but
he didn't go to LSU.
Day, correct, yeah. And then we have Brian Kelly out headlining them all by leaving Notre Dame
LSU.
And went to LSU, right?
Yeah.
And left Notre Dame high and dry for the playoffs. At the end of the season.
Weird, man.
That should not be allowed. I mean, that really shouldn't. I mean,
they shouldn't.
No, that's embarrassing. Those kids, leaving those kids like that, I would be so pissed at him for that because it's just all about money, right? I mean, he makes $5 million a year at Notre Dame. LSU is going to pay him probably 10.
If Bob Stoops is coming back for the Oklahoma Bowl game, I want to see Lou Holtz come back for the Notre Dame.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Playoffs.
That would be fun.
That would be awesome. I'd like to see that.
Yeah. Lou Holtz is in his 80s now, right?
Adron, from LSU, I don't know how he's going to do. He said he was going to Destin, Florida, and just relax. He took that $16.9 million payout, and I don't know if he's going to.
How long will that last?
I don't know.
2-3 weeks?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Next thing you know, he's going to be cleaning out porta potties.
By the way, congratulations to the Pac-12 champion BYU Cougar.
No kidding.
Pac-12 champions.
The
only undefeated Pac-12 conference team.
Yeah.
Welcome to it. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Let me tell you about Real Estate Agents I Trust. These are the agents you can trust, which is, thus the name, to get you through that whole process of selling your home or buying your home, or maybe you're doing both because you're relocating. It's really a pain, though. There's nothing worse than moving.
Oh, no kidding.
And so you don't want the added stress of not selling your home in a short amount of time, because the longer it goes on, the more the price goes down.
Yeah, but you don't want it just sitting there?
No, you really don't. For 2-3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, Glenn tried it that way.
I know.
In Connecticut. And, he did wind up getting $39.95 for his house in Connecticut, so that wasn't bad.
I feel like that went up.
I felt like it was a little bit lower than his asking price.
It's definitely a buyer's market.
I feel like he was asking more than $39.95. Yeah.
You know, when you got a mansion in Connecticut on a lake, you should probably get a little more than that. Maybe $100. I don't know.
But more than $39.95.
But more than $39.95. Yeah. Anyway, these are great realtors, and they've been fully vetted by Glenn's team. This is his company, and so he really wanted you to have a better experience than he did. And they only hire people who are fans of the show, so that you have that in common with them. Real Estate Agents I Trust, the name says it all. Go to realestateagentsitrust.com.
What happened then? Well, in Whoville, they say that the Grinch's small heart grew 3 sizes that day.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
So I'm driving home yesterday. Sometimes I stop off on the way home to eat something.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of places between
There's a couple of places between here and my house. Yeah. And knowing my wife is still going to be at the kitchen, baking cookies, sometimes I just take my iPad and go into the restaurant, read, have a little breakfast, Anyway,
I do know. Funny that you say that.
I'm reading something on my iPad when the waiter walks up to me to deliver the check at the end of my meal, and he says, "What are you working on?"
Oh no!
He's just trying to be nice.
I'm like,
no,
nothing.
That's
I'm
not cool.
not really
I'm
working on
just
anything,
reading, dude.
What are you doing?
What the?
I mean,
he's just trying to be nice.
I'm reading something here.
What are you reading?
What?
Oh, come on, dude.
An article. I'm reading an article.
About what?
I hope you haven't tipped at this point. Have you already tipped?
By now I'm wondering, all right, have I just died and gone to the outermost reaches of South Hell? Is that what has happened here?
Yes.
And so I'm like, I'm reading about football. Okay, it's a football. Oh, did you see the Cowboys game?
Oh gosh.
No.
You didn't? Most watched game? Man.
Not really a Cowboys fan.
It was Thanksgiving though, man. Lockdown. Most watched game since 1990, I think.
Yeah.
Huge.
Everybody but Pat.
I know. I heard it from the waiter.
So, okay. Well, then he's just trying to make conversation.
I mean, who is this kid though? When I was 19 or 20, there is no way I was going to be that intrusive into the life of a man who's old enough to be, my older brother.
I was wondering where you were going to land with that
one. But things are different now, I guess.
He's just trying to be friendly and talk with you. You're at the restaurant,
it's worse than that. Kids they're brought up in a different way now. They're bolder. They're more intrusive. And I think in some cases, not that this kid was disrespectful, but the generations today, they got no respect.
They've lost it.
When I was a kid, I barely moved in someone else's home. Without them, certainly, I wouldn't. You don't go anywhere. You don't do anything. These kids, they'll walk into your kitchen by themselves. They'll open your fridge. They'll start bringing out sandwich meat.
I can't argue with that.
When we worked in Manhattan and lived in Connecticut, we had this neighbor kid. He was the friend of my youngest son, Daniel, who was I think 12 at the time, maybe. And so I'm walking down our hallway upstairs. All our bedrooms were upstairs. The kids weren't even home. And I'm walking past Daniel's room. And here's our next door neighbor, Calvin, in his room playing with his stuff by himself.
That's not cool.
And I'm like, hey, Calvin,
how you doing?
Daniel's not even here. I know. Okay. The kid just waltzes into the house, goes upstairs.
Well, it's nice that he feels that comfortable. Feels
walks
like part of the
down
family.
the hall into my son's room, starts messing with his stuff. No, it's not nice that he feels that comfortable to come into our house.
Was he the only one in your house at that time?
Part of the family.
It was me, and I think Jackie was home, but none of the kids.
Did he knock on the door and was like,
no.
Hey, oh no.
Nope. In fact, I'm like, okay,
I
think it's time to go home now, Calvin. In the future, maybe you could, I don't know, knock on the door, ring the doorbell, and then when somebody comes to open it to let you in, then you can come in. He just walked into our house, walked upstairs, walked into my son's bedroom.
That's not cool.
Not cool at all. That's what I'm saying. It's just too intrusive. And then you grow up to be a waiter that's asking people all kinds of intrusive questions. And none of your business, okay? It's none of your business.
Well, you're in a public place.
Okay.
You're in a public place.
Well, you're in a public place.
And
it's great that he felt that at home in
you.
your house.
Were you using their Wi-Fi at the restaurant? Then it's fair game.
Right.
I mean, I don't see a big problem with the waiter thing.
Yeah, I got a big problem with Calvin.
Oh,
though.
I have a big
Calvin
problem with
is
both.
like is like Kimmy, right? From Full House. She's like that neighbor.
Oh, right.
Meets what's the next door neighbor on Leave It to Beaver? Eddie Haskell.
Eddie Haskell.
That's what Calvin sounds like to me. No, thank you.
Gee, Wally, it's not real neato that Eddie just walks in our house.
You gotta get. Boy,
I don't even know that. What
are you
show
still?
Are you talking about?
Are you still?
Leave It to Beaver.
You know, the one you sat on your grandpa's lap for?
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
right.
Well, I
and
sat on
watch
my
the reruns.
Grandfather's lap for that.
I got a problem with both of these people,
Me
but
too.
Mostly with
Me
Calvin.
too.
I hope hope he's not in your life anymore.
No, we kind of left him behind in Connecticut.
He didn't come with you?
He did not come with us.
You left him on the other side of the Berlin Wall in the Northeast.
Yeah, he was in the back of our SUV when we headed west, and he's been here ever since.
There you go. That's what I thought. He's part
Lives
of the
in
family.
Daniel's room right now.
Hi, Calvin.
I don't know the small talk thing. I just can't. I don't know. I can't abide it. I don't like it. I don't want an inquisition from you.
It's not an
when
inquisition.
I don't know you.
You're such
He's
a.
just trying to make conversation.
I don't want conversation.
But I mean,
with
you're
the
such
waiter.
a warm guy. I mean,
I know. I'm
you,
such a gadfly.
You project.
Right.
I don't
That's
know.
true.
A certain
like,
innocence.
come talk to me.
Yeah.
Please come talk to me.
An innocence.
I need to.
You know.
I need to. I don't know. Calm that vibe down a little bit.
Wow. No, I will say
it's just hard. Though.
I will say
it's hard.
that. Right. I will say that. A good waiter would notice
that I'm not necessarily interested in talking to him about what I'm reading
and maybe,
right now.
Maybe if he, like me, were to see that, would think to himself, I'm just going to go push this guy's butt. and I would do that. I would say, hey,
I know
what do
you
read?
would. I know you would.
Yeah. Have you ever been a server, like a waiter or anything?
No, I'm married. I have a wife.
Okay. Yeah.
Good line.
Okay.
That's working out well too, by the way.
Yeah,
anyway,
good. Okay.
Yeah. All right.
So okay.
Good.
So you've never been a server?
No, I mean I've worked retail, but not as a
Probably
not
never
in a restaurant.
come out of the kitchen if that were the case. But no, I just wondered if have you worked in a situation where you've had to interact with the public?
Oh
like
yeah,
that?
I've worked retail. Yeah, absolutely.
And he's been, you worked at the grocery store.
Yeah.
He stole the food
true.
every day.
No.
Not every
Those are
day.
damaged packages, right?
Damaged package. That's right.
He's just trying to help. That was back before we had empty shelf space. He was trying to help make it.
Yeah. Well, it's quality control because you can't allow the damaged packages into the store
It's
shelves.
embarrassing for customers to see this damaged box.
Whoops.
Wow. So I don't know. What's this? The Dollar Tree is what's happening with?
Oh
them?
yeah, well they're not going to be. It was now everything was $1,
and everything costs too much now.
The joke always be how much is this? It's $1. How much is this? So now everything's going to be $1.25. Yeah.
Wow.
So I know. I mean that's
so the Biden inflation.
It's still dollar. The Dollar Tree.
So they're keeping the name. Is it Dollar Tree, Dollar General? What
Dollar General is separate. That's just a
but which one is
Dollar Tree?
Okay.
Dollar Tree, where everything was $1, is now going to be $1.25.
Gotcha.
Maybe even more for some of the items.
It's 25%. That's a lot.
I know.
Wow.
But I saw where their profit margin a year ago was 40%, And now it's like 1 point something percent. And so that's why they're having to raise their prices.
Wow. Really?
Because Brandon's president now.
Yeah. Wow. All right.
Let's go, Brandon. Right?
Let's go, Brandon.
So that still doesn't make up for their profit margin then, right? The lost profit margin, $1.25 doesn't quite get them back to where they were.
But it's easier to say, hey, we're going up to $1.25 than
than
a $1.50.
Yeah.
Boy, good times.
That $1.50 will be next year.
Yeah. Well, if we're lucky.
Slowly breaking.
Everything's $10.
That's hard. I'll tell you, it's hard.
I bet.
When you have a business and the prices are going up that, you have to pay.
Right. I mean, you've got to survive.
Yeah. And you can only eat it for so long. Otherwise, there's no point in being in business if I'm going to continue to lose money on this. Why would I continue to sell cookies if I'm losing money on the cookies? I wouldn't. I mean, I like to, have people eat good cookies, but not that much where I'm gonna lose money in the process. That doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all. What needs to happen, and this I'm just throwing this out there, maybe Keebler stops by.
Yes. And
what do you say?
And purchases our business.
A couple of elves stop by.
Yes. And they can run it more efficiently
yes,
with the elves.
Can. They know what they're doing.
And they get in the hollow tree. And then I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Do you
that would
have
be
to
great.
pay? You have to pay elves minimum wage though. Do we know? Is that how
no.
they?
No, you
is
don't.
That how they cut that
That's
corner?
how they.
No.
Right.
Elves, man.
Elves can't demand $15 an hour because that's what they're getting at Chick-fil-A. Elves can't do that.
Thank you.
Wow.
Chick-fil-A isn't hiring an elf. Get out of here.
They do say they get better pay and better conditions at the North Pole, and then you say, well, go work at the North Pole then.
Go work in there, yeah.
And they can't get to the show.
And then they say I can just stand still on a lawn all day and make more than I get here at the cookie factory.
Those are gnomes.
Because there's such a big difference. Got it.
Oh my gosh, you
completely different thing.
What about
elf off in a
the elves are not happy
where do the
with you
leprechauns
right
fit
now.
in on this?
Nowhere.
Oh, nowhere.
Just trying to complicate it. Sorry.
Not even real. Stupid leprechauns. All right, let me tell you about something that's going to be. This is another huge topic right now, and that's abortion. The Supreme Court starts to hear the cases in the Mississippi abortion cases where you can't get an abortion for the most part after 15 weeks. Which seems pretty reasonable to me, but
it does seem like a reasonable compromise.
Especially since I think there shouldn't be any. So unless a mother's life is in danger, and that almost never happens anymore. But it's the leading cause of death in the United States and around the world. Since Roe v. Wade, over 62 million babies have been aborted in the U.S. alone. It's over a billion.
We were looking at those numbers a while ago where they were just astronomical.
Over a billion worldwide.
Yeah.
So the Ministry of Preborn has partnered with us at the Blaze Media to help rescue 10,000 babies by the end of this year. And you can be a part of that. They show ultrasounds to expecting mothers who are considering abortion. And once the mother sees the ultrasound, 80% of the time, they choose life. So it's really important to let them see this ultrasound and to get that for free because they're not going to pay for it. They're not there for that. So that's where you come in. Will you please help us rescue 10,000 babies' lives? To donate, dial pound 250 and say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or just go to preborn.com/Pat.
This is Pat Gray.
All right, yeah, here we are. Welcome, 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. We've got some tweets here. Pete Donovan tweets, making small talk with Pat Gray. Rookie mistake. Coffee Lover M, which does Pat love more, chatty cashiers or nosy waiters?
Ooh, toss up.
That's impossible to decide. Seriously. They're equally bad.
Yeah.
So I can't choose just one. Kara 3022, be grateful the waiter acknowledged you, Pat. A lot of the younger generation don't even bother with eye contact. Thank you. Have a good day. Kiss my butt or anything. I would have rather heard a kiss my butt as I'm leaving.
Would you?
I would. As I'm out the door and he screams, hey, old man, kiss my butt. Yeah, thanks. See ya.
Well, how much did you leave a good tip after this encounter?
Yeah, I did.
He was
the
nice.
20%, the mandatory 20.
Mandatory.
Now, had he not bothered me, it might have been more than that.
Ah, see, there it is.
No way.
Decaffeinated Texan. Hey, Pat, how you doing? Any plans for the weekend? Maybe do some grilling? Gonna check out the game? Ribs and football, right? Nothing better, right?
Right?
How's your day going so far? Shut up.
Now that's what you should answer.
Shut up. Should I? Yeah, that would be.
That'll back them off.
That would be.
Wait a minute. If they say so far, then you respond with, well, if this encounter is the line of delineation in my day,
it's going pretty crappy.
The rest of the day is going to suck.
Yeah. Jim Eagle 17.
Why is that?
Pat, let me guess. Calvin works for the federal government now. And from Carol Remarks, put Calvin to work at Kexi. That's a good idea. Yeah, since he came with us from Connecticut, might as well put it. By the way, you can get. My wife came home with some of the winter cookies that we're about to debut. Man, they're good. One of them is the peppermint, and half of it's dipped in chocolate.
Oh, wait, what?
No. So good. So a peppermint cookie, and then there's an eggnog cookie. Get some tremendous Christmas flavors.
I saw there was
Kexi.com.
I saw there was a Kexi box out in front of my door this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was anything in it. I haven't opened it yet.
No, there was yesterday.
There's a box there, and I thank you. I guess
You're
I'll
welcome.
find my.
Yeah,
my
that's
Sisu
from
now.
that was the special box that we dropped on Black Friday that sold out. So
thank you.
Yeah, you're
Thanks
welcome.
to Kexi.
That one has the orange creme brulee, lemon curd.
I love the lemon. Lemon was
jalapeno cheddar.
Jalapeno cheddar, which I don't know if you like that one.
Macadamia nuts.
Macadamia
There's
nut.
a raspberry one.
There's a raspberry.
Okay,
there's two raspberry.
A finished
like
cookie.
that.
Is that
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
The raspberry was great.
So there you go. All right, Kexi.com again if you'd like to check.
Yeah, what was
out.
the other one? The red hot pepper.
No, that was the
Jalapeno
jalapeno cheddar. Yeah, that's too bougie for you. I don't like the bougie flavors. What is it? Jalapenos?
What is that?
Jalapenos. Too bougie for me. Cheddar. Jalapenos.
What is cheddar?
I don't get it. That sounds bougie. COVID-19, by the way, vaccine clinics were held at a New Hampshire McDonald's.
All right.
As I predicted, they're actually, look at this, eat our bad food and get your COVID shot.
That can't be true.
Why did they put that up on their sign? That's weird.
That's a good find by Rob, though. I'll tell you that.
So did they not have, they actually didn't have the COVID-19 shot?
No. They had the shot.
They did have the shot.
Yes.
Okay.
That's just
All
not
right,
the
good.
sign at the
Right.
Okay.
Right. Eat our bad food. All right, let me tell you about ScoreMaster. Imagine your credit score. Now imagine it with 30 or even up to 61 points added to it in just a few days. Not 10 or 15 points like others promise. That is weak. I added over 6 points to my credit score. And what'd that do for you? Nothing. But wow, 6 points in just a year and a half. ScoreMaster can add up to 61 points in 20 days or less, which can be life-changing. And some have done even better than that. Adding all those points to your credit score can mean faster approvals, better deals, lower interest rates on everything from buying or refinancing a new home to leasing a car or applying for a credit card. ScoreMaster was created by credit data scientists to put you in charge of your finances. ScoreMaster, it's simple, it's easy to use, it takes about a minute to get started, and if you do it right now, you get to try ScoreMaster for free and see how many points you can add to your credit score. Go to scoremaster.com/Pat. That's scoremaster.com/Pat. All right. Welcome to it.
Congratulations to Max Scherzer, by the way, $43.3 million a year for the New York Mets.
Major League Baseball pitcher Max
3-year
Scherzer.
deal. 43.3
for a guy who
million
plays
a
once
year.
every 5 days.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hey, do
Wow.
you have Freddie Freeman signing on your paperwork
I do
there?
not.
No,
MLB?
sorry,
What?
none of that. No. Darn it.
Lockout's gonna begin tonight.
Pat Gray. Pat Gray.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Let's see. What were we going to talk about?
Well, you're just going to remind people to subscribe to Chewing the Fat.
No, that's not what I was going to do. That's really not what I was going to do. Mm-mm.
All right. Well, they should anyway.
No. They should probably, before they do that, subscribe to Pat Gray Unleashed.
I don't think so.
Rate it. 5 stars would be appropriate. And then so it shows up for other people too, It'd be helpful.
I'm okay with them doing that. Just
after.
I didn't like the before thing.
Yeah, before you go. And then if you have time and you think about it and you're desperate, maybe you go to Chewing the Fat.
Okay.
And then after that, if you're like out of your bat crap crazy by then, you go to Keith's thing, whatever that is.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Yeah, what is your thing?
That's an
Behind
endorsement.
the door.
Behind the door. At themikeshow.com.
At the Mike
But I love how we're
Show,
like, hey, let's promote Keith's podcast that's on hiatus until January 13th.
Oh,
but,
okay, so we shouldn't even promote
Don't
that
even
right
worry
now.
about
It's on
going there.
hiatus?
Yeah, I take a couple months off,
this
bro.
is a perfect time to catch up.
Yeah, there's almost 80 episodes, Pat, of
Oh my gosh,
conversations.
are there
with
really?
people. Yeah.
80 episodes?
It's almost been 2 years, one a week. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Wow.
Time flies,
no
man.
wonder you need a break.
Yeah, whew, right.
80 episodes.
I got to catch up on Chewing the Fat now. That's
There you
what
go.
I'm
Okay.
doing with
All
my
right.
downtime. Does that make you happy?
Yeah, barely.
Yeah.
A couple months ago, we were at 1,010 or something like that. So we must be at about 1,060.
12, 13.
Yeah. So what are we going to do to celebrate episode
2,000. No,
12
1,500.
1,200.
1,200.
Now, let's pick a random number. Let's figure out what episode 1, 2, 3, 4 is, huh?
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll have a big celebration here.
Okay. Yes.
Nice.
We'll actually have Chick-fil-A come in.
Well,
isn't that
That's a good idea.
Isn't that when they brought in the Chick-fil-A?
Yes, it
when
is.
Wait a minute.
Allie
Yes,
Beth
it
hit
is.
her 1,000?
Yeah.
Yes,
No,
it is.
500th?
Yeah,
500th episode.
I don't know how that works. I recently inquired, hey, what's the budget for this show? And I was told, well, what do you want? I'm like, okay, I don't know. Do we have a budget? So I guess
What
we have
do
to
you want?
itemize what we want, and then we'll just magically get it. So you
Nice.
put in an order for Chick-fil-A and maybe a Tesla, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
All we could bring was
Sounds
the
good.
Chick-fil-A. Bummer.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
It was
Deal
worth a
with
shot.
that. Yeah.
So then we know that the budget is
Less
enough to
less
get
than a
Chick-fil-A.
Less than a
less than a
Tesla,
Tesla.
but enough for a Chick-fil-A.
We're just going to have to just throw darts and see what sticks.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
okay with that. Does anybody in Oregon have an update on where this stands?
Yeah.
There's an Oregon ballot initiative that would criminalize hunting, livestock slaughter, and even pest control.
See, I stumbled onto this story. I was looking for something else. I stumbled on the story. It's dated August. I could not find an update, but they have until what? Middle of July or something next year to get it on the ballot for November to outlaw hunting.
July of 2022, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Hunting, breeding livestock, even pest control would be all but illegal under a ballot initiative backed by Oregon animal rights activists and opposed by incensed Oregon farmers. The proposal, Initiative Petition 13, would ban common farming practices from artificial insemination used in targeted breeding and killing live animals for meat. Oh, jeez.
It's just a mess.
Oregon is worse than California now.
Yeah, but this is
It's a proposal.
Right.
Farm animals could only be raised for rodeos, milk, or fur.
Oh, we're okay with using them as trained animals for
for your
entertainment.
enjoyment.
Yeah.
And they could be spayed, neutered, and castrated, which doesn't seem like a really
Wait, so there's a
matter what
carve
good
out?
protection.
you are, yeah.
There's a carve out for
that's not a good protection
removal
of, an
of the
animal.
organs?
If
Okay.
I'm one of those animals, I'm like, I'm sorry,
You know what, I'm
you're not
good.
helping.
I'm
You
good.
think you're a helper? You're not.
You can't. You can't artificial inseminate us, and now you want us to.
But you can cut off my thing.
Right.
No,
thank
I'm
you.
sorry. I don't want
No.
that. I'm against that.
Livestock business.
In addition,
Thank you.
IP13 would further restrict hunting, fishing, trapping, and intentional injury of an animal that would bring undue suffering. IP13 was approved by the Oregon Secretary of State for circulation on July 15th. Under their initiative petition process, the organizers have until July 2022 to gather 112,020 signatures needed to get the initiative on the ballot.
Oh, boy.
For next November. Oregon's a top producer, I don't know if you're aware of this, of fruit, nuts,
Not anymore.
grass, and Christmas trees.
Okay.
They're a big producer of fruit. Like, what fruit do you get from Oregon?
Apples.
That's all I can guess, right?
But really, the good apples come from Washington, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, at least they have a good strategy.
Apples are what? The apples are the only fruit that is grown in every state. Right? So you're good.
Really?
There. Yeah.
Is that right?
Is that a true statement?
Don't doubt me.
Apples are grown in every state.
Absolutely.
Alaska?
Yes.
I don't think
Every
so.
state. Maybe you didn't hear me.
I know, I heard you. I just don't
Okay.
believe you.
Well, whatever.
We're going to look
When
into
you
that.
find out the
I'm going to look
truth,
into that.
you'd say, you're right, Jeff.
Portland is the city of roses. That's cute. Let's see. I think this is Oregon I'm looking at here. Yeah. Potatoes, pears, grapes, cherries, apples, onions.
I bet you those pears are good.
Onions?
So cherries and apples and grapes and pears
Okay.
are your fruits
Cherries,
that...
grapes, apples, and pears.
Oh, my.
Mm-hmm. All right.
That didn't really work.
According to the Oregon Department of Agriculture, its farms and ranches make up 1% of the state's population, which export 80% of their crop overseas. Small family businesses make up 96.7% of Oregon's agricultural sector. So you can't be saying, yeah, we're just trying to eliminate big farms. Because these are small little operations run by families.
This is terrifying. I mean,
It
this
is.
I would
It
put
is.
nothing past a state like Oregon. By the way, we have fact check Jeffy in the other room, and the number of states that commercially export apples is 32.
Stop.
We got to stop.
Stop. I noticed your little commercially export. I said every state grows
I'm getting another
apples.
fact check from the other room, and it says that they are grown in all 50 states.
Thank you.
But
okay,
exported
back up to you, Aldi.
Aldi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that a Michigan reference?
No, it's an old sports thing. Aldi Regatta used to do the sports to NFL. And then back up to you, Aldi.
Well, he for the
just
obscure
an old-
reference.
Yeah,
No,
kinda-
that's great.
It kind of dampened your victory there, didn't it? I mean, like he kind of came. He was down on the mat. He came back up, and then he put himself back down on the mat.
Completely spoiled it. All right, let me tell you about Omega XL. If you're starting to get old, like I am, some of those 360 joints that you have from your neck down each vertebrae in your back, to your arms, hips, knees, and feet, they're starting to hurt. And maybe they're not just starting. Maybe they've been hurting for a long time. For me, I really had a serious elbow situation for a while. It was all inflamed. You could feel it was kind of hot to the touch. So I knew there was inflammation going on there, and it was really painful. And so I finally broke down and tried Omega XL. It's all natural. It's not a drug that's going to get you addicted or something that your body's going to become dependent upon. This builds up in your system, and after a week, the pain started to subside. After 2 weeks, it was gone. Now, they recommend you give it about 3 weeks. It worked faster than that for me, but it does replace the SPMs. I don't even know what an SPM is, but Omega XL replaces them.
It replaces them.
It replaces them.
That's great.
Yeah, you need SPMs. Apparently, your body doesn't produce SPMs. Super prime movement things.
No, it's a statistical parametric mapping.
Mapping.
Gets rid of that and replaces it.
Oh, the statistical...
I don't know.
Paramedic mapping?
Sure.
All right, well, now we know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you
anyway,
don't have any unless you have Omega XL.
Right. It'll put them back in there for you. Visit OmegaXL.com/Pat. OmegaXL.com/Pat or 800-844-4880.
Pat Gray returns.
What are you pointing at?
It's funny. I don't see any Mizzou or anything on the Christmas tree.
So
no, there's no Mizzou.
I was asked, what the team loyalties in this room are on the show.
And by whom? Who didn't know the team loyalties on this show?
Do you think that the people in this building listen to this show? Come on, man.
Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah,
actually.
that's embarrassing.
So they asked me, and I said Green Bay and BYU are must-haves.
Mm-hmm.
I think I gave them the Falcons and Braves, Huskers. I said Mizzou. I may have even said Buccaneers.
I don't want to taint the tree with that kind of garbage.
Right.
So
yeah.
So they did the right thing, actually.
So apparently the only readily available teams were BYU and Green Bay, ironically enough.
Uh-huh.
And I guess we're waiting. I think our ornaments are on a boat in the Pacific, I think.
We're going to fix that.
Are we?
Looks good, though. It's nice.
I should just bring in my ornaments. My family doesn't want my sports teams on the tree. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we'll do.
Mm-hmm.
We'll just bring in our own.
Here's a suggestion, though. Maybe we clean out some of the stuff around the tree.
There was a conversation about where to put the tree.
Yeah, I bet there was.
And I will say that it's a prop closet over here. A prop floor.
Okay.
That's now almost at the same
that's
level.
being called?
The prop closet.
I think I'll take a picture and I'll post this on Twitter of how high the garbage pile is over there behind the counter.
No,
we just found the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. It's in the corner of this room. 2.5 times the size of Texas.
Audience.
Here.
We've been hiding it in here.
It is right here. In London, a parenting campaign group has criticized the deeply inappropriate request from a school for pupils to wear a yellow badge.
Yeah, this is bad, dude.
To show they are exempt from wearing a mask, with many making a comparison. Now, how could you do this? What's the comparison there to the yellow stars forced upon Jewish people in Nazi-occupied Europe? What?
How dare you?
How dare you even bring that up? And was this what the Defamation League got pissed off over? How dare you compare?
Yeah.
Can you believe this? The Anti-Defamation League, I don't think that doesn't mean. I don't think it means what you think it means. Seriously,
it's possible they've forgotten.
Yeah, it is.
So this is a school in Britain, a private school in Britain, that's saying that if you don't want to get vaccinated, that's cool. You just have to wear
a yellow badge.
I mean, wouldn't the first group that would be saying something would be a Jewish group?
Shouldn't it be?
You'd think that, wouldn't
yes.
you?
Hey, guys, we've kind of followed this pathway before. It doesn't lead to good things.
Right.
How dare you?
I know. Right?
How dare you compare?
The headmaster from Farrington School of Chislehurst.
Chislehurst? Oh, you can't even make that up.
Chislehurst, Kent. Advising parents that children who are exempt from wearing a mask in school should wear a yellow badge to identify themselves. If I were a parent here,
my gosh, no way.
You're done. I'm sorry. I'm pulling my children out of your school.
And you know that going to Chislehurst, that ain't cheap.
We'll have to go to Frothingham now.
Wait,
yes, thank you.
Wait, grab that story out of the file there. How much are they paying? Because you're right, that ain't cheap.
34,000 pounds a year, which is probably $50,000 a year, ish. Right in there.
Yeah.
34,000 pounds.
And then they're going to make you buy a yellow badge?
Yeah. Nope. Not doing it.
Or is the school going to provide?
That's not okay.
Is the school going to be kind enough to provide
$45,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, of course, next week, U.S. dollars will be about $50,000, like you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the week after that, inflation will be up to
60
50
grand.
Yeah, 60, yeah.
And in Georgia, 2 mothers were arrested at Gwinnett County Public Schools.
Yeah, this is
District.
Metro Atlanta. Yeah, so the schools there are still requiring students wear masks.
Because they didn't wear a face mask.
So.
They were arrested?
There you go. You're not going to put a mask on. We're going to arrest you because this is America 2021.
No. Oh my God.
She's not fighting.
Yeah. So there you go.
Not cooperating either.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can.
Not cooperating either. Okay.
What do you want her to do? Because she's not wearing a mask. Want her to turn herself over to the...
Wear a badge.
Oh, jeez.
Just have her wear a badge, you know?
Right. Wow. Frightening, isn't it? It's just crazy.
Yep.
Crazy.
No.
Then we had this. This is in Oregon, too.
Yes.
This weird...
This guy
dude
is
in Oregon following around this guy with his daughter because they weren't wearing masks. And so he's videotaping them or taking pictures of them or whatever so he can, I don't know, turn it over to the FBI. What are you going to do with it?
Now, that's a case the FBI might actually try to go after.
They would.
You know, they probably would. Look, here's two people not wearing a mask. Find them.
And I'm sure the new Twitter rules of having to have your picture verified and taken down. I'm sure that means the January 6th insurrection people too, right? You're not gonna you can't just be posting those pictures anymore either, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's a new policy. If you don't get the permission of someone, then you can't put them on Twitter. That's what the new CEO says. We have some fun quotes. We'll get to him, but you got to see this Oregon
But
guy.
as this douchebag is taking photos or videos of this dad and his daughter, the dad turns the tables on him. This is great.
Hey, guy. Tell me why you were taking pictures of me and my daughter. Why were you taking pictures of me and my daughter? I want to know.
Oh, that's awesome.
Please tell me.
Look at him
Just tell me, I'll leave
scurry
you alone.
out.
I can stay alive.
Tell me,
I
and
can
I'll leave
stay
you alone.
alive.
Why were you taking pictures of my daughter?
Run.
Oh, he's running from him because he
Tell me,
doesn't have a
with your
mask.
6 masks. Can you just tell me?
I can stay alive, please.
So you can stay alive? That's why you're taking pictures of my minor daughter?
Can you please?
You're taking pictures of me and my minor daughter.
I can't. You don't like it, do you, douche?
You felt brave
You don't
taking
like
pictures,
it.
but now you want to run.
That's great.
Well, no,
Tell
he's
me.
trying to poison.
Yeah, you look scared now, huh?
No,
Yeah, you're real brave now, aren't you?
No, I'm...
Oh, you're real brave with your 90 masks on. Sorry about that.
Your 90
Here he
masks.
is, everybody. Here's the man that took a picture of my minor daughter because he said he was scared because she didn't have a mask on. Because she didn't have a mask on. So you think it's okay to take pictures of my little girl?
Wow.
You think that's acceptable?
This is what you got to do to
behavior,
these
sir?
freaks. You gotta shame them.
You weren't wearing a mask. I deleted it. You know that?
I deleted it.
Sure you did. I'm not gonna do this.
So he scared the crap out of him.
I love it.
Thank you.
This guy is completely on the run now.
Back to the shadows with you.
He really turned the tide here.
Now,
This is
and this is to the
great
point
stuff.
where in Oregon, in this store, that's a Walmart employee with the cane there. He's telling him to get out. I love this. They're saying
They're telling the guy with the mask to
guys.
get
This
out.
is what they've done to our society.
Wow. Jeez.
I don't know about
Walmart staff tells him he's no longer welcome back in the
This
store.
is incredible.
Good. See ya.
Yep.
But he has to get that toilet paper first, though.
Oh, yeah, he's
not like-
purchasing products.
Yeah.
He needs to purchase this.
Yeah, because there's a toilet paper shortage, and you never
It's
know
an
when you'll be able
Oregon
to get
state
it.
mandate, and they're not following it. Now watch this guy leave. Watch this. This is excellent.
Here, we'll make
trapped.
more room for you, man. That's like 9 feet right there.
He's trapped.
You're free to go. No one's stopping you.
Oh no! What do I do?
Yeah, because you
Unbelievable.
started this, man. If you didn't want this smoke, then you shouldn't have started
Yes.
Right.
it. You
Watch this,
you
watch
didn't.
this.
Look at how afraid he is of COVID, guys. Holy cow. Look at how frightened he is. He was sure brave.
You see how he ducked there?
Yeah.
He pulled out the restaurant trick. You know, when you sit down.
Yeah, because the virus couldn't get him down there. Not when you
awesome.
duck.
What a loser. What a miserable loser.
I mean, that feels good.
I know.
However, the escalation
I
of this is
not good.
It's a concern.
It sure
So how would
is.
you handle that if you're being followed around by a guy taking pictures
No,
of you
I mean,
and
he
your 12-year-old
handled
daughter?
it perfectly.
Yeah, I don't know.
But when you escalate it like that, it may not turn out like that. You may not get the guy running. You might. Who knows? Who knows what could happen?
I know.
Pull a weapon on you. Who knows what they'll do? These are psychotic.
I'm going to play the odds
idiots.
and say that guy with that kind of life,
I
that
know.
worldview,
I know.
isn't okay. Well,
Some of them are dangerous, though. These leftists. I don't know.
LA, what is it? LA County, I think, or LA City now are telling people, hey, if you're getting robbed, go ahead and get robbed.
Oh,
just
come
take
on.
it easy.
What?
Yeah, they're telling people not to
Probably
fight
because they know
back.
their citizens aren't armed.
And just take it and become a good witness. Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. No problem. All right.
Except it sort of is a problem.
Hey, it is, just a little.
Yeah. But what are you going to do? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know what to do. It's just everything's so out of control
Just
right
be
now.
prepared. How about that?
Just be prepared. Yeah. I do know Christie's book
Oh, no.
didn't sell, well, like, it didn't sell 1 million copies in its first week.
Really?
Is it already in the bargain bin, Pat?
It
That's
sold
because it's
somewhat
on the,
less.
It's on the ships. It hasn't arrived yet.
Yes.
They're
No,
still
it's-
waiting
there
to
it
sell
is.
it.
That's
no,
why.
They've got plenty of copies
Oh,
available.
okay.
Chris
So that's not really the problem.
Seriously, what is Chris Christie's book called? What did he write?
That's a good question.
It's called Look, Fat, Look. Yes.
I'm not athletically overweight.
Hugs.
Chris
Is it called
Christie.
Hugs? Or Fueled by Hugs or whatever he said?
I don't think they even mention in this article
My
what
life,
it's called.
My life with folds.
Yeah.
Chris Christie.
Wait, I thought that was your working title.
Okay.
That's one of them.
Leading up to the release, he went on This Week, The View, Fox and Friends.
Yeah, we saw him. I mean, we saw his face,
Yep.
his mug on all those channels.
Fox News, Fox Business, The Daily Show, HBO twice, and CNBC. He sold 2,289 copies.
Yes.
That doesn't sound like a lot.
That's not a lot.
And
That's not
he
That
ate them all.
doesn't sound like a
Okay,
lot.
hold on. I found the title of his book. You ready for this?
Okay, yeah.
Republican Rescue. Saving the party from truth deniers, conspiracy theorists, and the dangerous policies of Joe Biden. Chris Christie, author.
Okay. All right.
It's great beach reading. Like if you go to the beach and you sit around like he does, you can read
What
that.
are they asking for that bad boy? $15.99.
Bro, no. So Kindle, $16. Audiobook, $6. Hardcover, $23.49.
$23.49.
This
No
is
way.
Amazon.
Are you
I'm
kidding
not
me?
even paying the 16. I was right
No.
on the 16 for the Kindle.
I mean,
I'm not paying that.
who has any interest? I'm surprised it sold 2,000 copies.
I know.
I hope
Who
he's
has
reading it too.
Any interest in that? Zero, man. Zero. So they went through some of the economics, and the guy who wrote this article was very conservative on these estimates. But he said, all right, let's say that he got an advance of $50,000, which you know it was way more than that. Yeah. I'll bet it was way more than that. He's a pretty well-known name. He's a former governor. He's a presidential candidate. He had to get more than that. $500,000 maybe. $200,000 at least. Anyway, they give it $50,000. Then there's the PR cost, a minimum of $10,000. That's way low. Making the books themselves runs about $3 a unit, depending on how many copies the publisher printed, and they're going to have to spend money converting the unsold hardcovers to paperbacks. Then they'll eventually have to pay the pulp to pulp the unsold paperback. So all told, Simon & Schuster spent at least $70,000. Okay, that's way low.
Yeah,
that's about 1/10 of
absolutely.
what Simon & Schuster actually spent.
It had to be.
So let's say conservatively $500,000 to sell $58,000 worth of books. That's a massive loss.
Yeah. Massive.
That is a massive loss
getting
for
in bed
Simon
with
and
Chris
Schuster.
Christie. He ate all their profits. He
If they
did.
need someone to assist them in turning the books into pulp, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a
I'm
good
willing
bit
to do
with like
that.
a sledgehammer.
Yes, it would.
Then
You know
they'll have
what?
to pay you to do that. That's even more money.
Do you feel
right there.
dirty with your fling with Chris Christie?
I
mean,
do.
We're all
Yeah,
guilty
the
to a degree.
Chris Christie porn. Yeah.
You,
think of that though. That was
It's a
what,
long way
12
away from
years
those
ago?
days, man.
12 years ago.
well, he was thinner then, so right.
Yeah, so are we.
Ray, only on the Blaze Radio Network.